For so many people here in the Washington area and across the country, this image was hard to digest. America's military standing on all 58 steps of the Lincoln Memorial. Lawmakers here and abroad were disturbed by an image that appeared antithetical to Abraham Lincoln's words, with malice toward none, with charity for all. This temple, as it's described in the inscription above Abraham Lincoln's head, is where Marian Anderson performed an Easter Sunday concert in 1939. It was only after the Daughters of the Revolution denied the contralto singer the chance to perform at Constitution Hall, all because of the color of her skin. In 1941, the nation was preparing for World War II. A. Philip Randolph, the president of the Sleeping Car Porters, called for the end of discrimination in government and the defense industry. He worked to organize and mobilize a mass protest, a March on Washington, to take place on July 1st. But 6 days before that demonstration, President Franklin Roosevelt signed an executive order, the Fair Employment Practice Committee, that prohibited racial discrimination among government and defense contractors. The Lincoln Memorial is where civil rights leaders went to demonstrate the lack of desegregation in the schools 3 years after the Brown v. Board of Education Supreme Court ruling. This memorial was becoming known as a place where America's people could peacefully gather and push for change.
We are tired. We are tired of being beaten by policemen. We're tired of seeing our people locked up in jail over and over again, and then you holler, be patient.
Then 23-year-old John Lewis stood on those same steps in 1963 at the March on Washington, delivering a message of hope, brotherhood, and peace, deploying all Americans to join together to complete the revolution for freedom that began in 1776.
We've come to cash this check, a check that will give us upon demand the riches of freedom and the security of justice.
Martin Luther King Jr. led this August 28th protest for jobs and freedom. The drum major for justice spoke to the world to say, "I have a dream." 18 steps from Lincoln's statue. A plaque now marks the spot where he made his historic speech that summer. On the 20th anniversary of the March on Washington, a diverse crowd of men, women, young and old gathered at the Lincoln Memorial once again to mobilize for jobs, peace, and freedom. And as peaceful crowds gathered in solidarity, marching for reforms in policing, the Lincoln Memorial once again serves as a place of reconciliation. Sacred ground, a sanctuary of sorts.
There are people that cannot fight for themselves,
where they can go to help heal what's ailing America.
That's why we're here risking our lives, because we want justice and nothing short of that.
And not fear armed soldiers standing shoulder to shoulder on the steps where history is made.